Good morning! In this video, we're going to talk about bottle slumping. I'm going to get you up to date on what the Gigmaster's been up to on bottle slumping. Stay tuned. Alright, some of y'all have seen some of my creations from my glass kiln. I have a glass kiln, and every time I go in the garage, a lot of times I'll clean wine bottles off. You got to get the labels off and all. And what you do is you put it in the glass kiln. You got different molds. I'm going to show you some of those. And it melts down into like a spoon tray or a serving tray, whatever you want to do with it. And they're pretty cool. Anyway, I tell you, before we get started, let's go out in the garage. I'm going to show you my bottle slumping kiln. There, I think it gets up to 1,500 degrees if you want, but I usually run it around 13 something. But anyway, let's go check it out right now. All right, here we have my Paragon glass fusion kiln. Got the light here a little bit here. You see, I do have a bottle in here right now that's just finished going out, and that is got the Tree of Life on the back of it. Right there, pretty cool. What you have here is a heating coils up here in the very top. These will heat up and heat this thing up to the temperature needed. And we have a controller, which y'all probably saw one of my videos I just replaced not long ago. This comes with built-in programs, and I'll show you real quick here. I'm going to edit this program. On glass, you have to raise it up slowly. This is telling you the rate that it raises the temperatures up and how long it takes to raise that temperature up. And it will, let's see if we can get this thing, there you go. There we go, and that's the rest of it. And then you have to cool the glass down slowly so that it doesn't create a structural fracture in it as it's cooling down. Glass is very subjective to temperature differences, so you got to be careful when doing that. But that's one program I use right there to do it, and it's pretty cool. Look at that, there it is. All right. Just want to show you my glass kiln right there and show you how it works. Here it is up there. Pretty cool. All right, I got about 14 examples here of some of the creations I made. I'm going to show them to you in just a second. First thing I want to talk about, the molds themselves. The molds are actually ceramic like this right here. This is called the Tree of Life mold. And what you would do is put the whole wine bottle in it like that. And what it does, it actually gets it so hot that it slumps down, melts down, and creates this tray. And I got multiple molds, and I'll show you some of the creations. Like that's a different mold that makes that size, and different mold over here. You got just plain molds, and this is just a plain flat mold. It doesn't have any design on it. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you all these bottles in a second. But anyway, each of these molds, they're different sizes, different shapes. You can get them like, you can get a Christmas tree mold, make a Christmas tree on the back of the glass. You can do all kind of stuff on them. But I just have a few because I like to play with it and just kind of, every now and then I go out there, sometimes once or twice a day, throw a bottle in there if I got them cleaned off. You got to take a wine bottle and totally take the labels off and get it right. I'll show you kind of what we have to do with cleaning the labels off before you get started. Let me show you that. All right, there's a lot of videos out there. You can look up, Google it, of how to get labels off wine bottles. I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can run into. One, sometimes bottles are painted. And most of the time when they got paint on them, like there's no label, it's actually painted on there, that will actually embed into the glass. For example, here's one. It's a Grey Goose bottle, and it had some birds flying and a mountain scene. It actually got embedded in the glass when it melted. So sometimes if you got painted bottles, I did one for a lady, she sent it to me, and it had all kind of Christmas stuff all over the wine bottle. It fused right into it. It was really pretty. This particular one's called Skinny Girl Vodka. It's got you painted, and the labels themselves, it does have a label on the back, and labels come in a lot of different varieties. This particular label is like a vinyl, and if you get it started, it's actually pulling off all at once. You still have to get the glue off of it, but as you can see, that label is coming right off. There you go. That label's off. I still would take some, I'd scrub this with some soap and I'll make sure it's good and clean. Wash the inside of the bottle out. Got to get all the stuff out. Sometimes people leave that and it gets residue in the bottom. You don't want that. You got to clean it completely out. cut this top off so there's no papers in it, because this kiln's getting up to 1,400 degrees, where you set it at, and it's gonna burn. You don't want that. It'll mess the bottle up. Now, a lot of labels are paper, and there's a lot of methods online. Some people soak them in water, get them real wet, and they'll come off easy. You can just take a razor blade. See, this one won't peel off, as you can see, it's just paper. But you can also take a razor blade. It will come off with a razor blade. But, if you soak it first, it's a lot of different methods to get it off. But you got to get the glue off and everything. So you got to work on them a little bit before you can actually stick them in the kiln, like you saw out there in the garage. Okay, I'm going to show you a few of these bottles now. So let's check them out right now. Here we go. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed another one of Gigmaster Hobbies. Always getting a new one every day almost. I tell you, it seems like it. Crab top lining, whatever. We're just having a blast, just enjoying life, enjoying every minute of every day we can. We don't want to waste a minute. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy seeing another one of my little creations here that I'm working on. I'm actually working on trying some new stuff. I got a lot of aluminum. Y'all see my fire ant art. I'm trying to find a way to integrate some aluminum into some of my glass sculptures and create some stuff. So stay tuned for that. We're going to come up with something cool for it's over with. All right, appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you on the next adventure. Stay tuned.